Who's ready for the best damn podcast of their life? Welcome to the Local Pundit. I am Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham Daily News and Update show for Thursday, September 18th. Yes, it's a Thursday, or firing through this work week. The adults are firing through the work week. Sorry about the voice. Might have been out a little too much dancing last night, but we got a lot to talk about today. We're going to get through it. We got a little more time than we had in the last few days, so we can unpack the Parkinson. We can unpack the Parkinson conversation that he had in the press, talking about the fact that is he under pressure, and was there a conversation? Got some good quotes in there, and he came out firing. And this is what I love about our manager. I know I'm not Parky out. Just want to say that top of mind for everybody. I'm not Parky out, but I like the fact that our manager is a fighter, and I think that's why he's in. That's why he's in there. That's why I think we're going to respond on the weekend. And saying the fact that he hasn't been here before. He has been here before, and he knows how to manage it. I like it. Yeah, Parky in. I'm not going to do Parky out and Parky in. Don't even put that in the chat. Actually, Josh, put it in the chat. I'm just saying, and Josh Breaker, that is. But the conversation has been had. This is what's going to happen as we go up, and there's pressure on the team to do well, Parkinson to do well. We're going to get people, biting at our heels, especially Parkinson too. But I do believe that the comments that he made in the leader are awesome. So anyways, smash that like button and please subscribe to the Local Pundit if you haven't already. Become a member if you haven't already too. 3001. Let's do it. And I apologize for the voice. The voice is not voicing today, but you know what? Got to do it. We're here. We're going to take our time. We're slow down today a little bit. I'm going to slow down, and that is the bombshell. We are going to slow down. We're going to have a little bit of time. I might even open the show up. I might even open the show if anyone comes to have their say on the Parkinson thing. And by the way, good show yesterday the boys did on Pundit's Punt, which was great. I watched a little bit by the pool, which is great to see. So good to have everybody in. But what are we talking about today? The pressure cooker at Wrexham. Obviously, there's been a swirl that's been happening. Was there conversations after the last QPR game about him? And Parkinson has some good comments here, which we're going to talk about. And also Windass update too. Windass talked to the leader, and also Callum Doyle. Doyle rules. Callum Doyle did talk to the press too. Good to hear from him as well. Got a solid head on the show. So remember, we're going back to Carroll Road for him, where he played. So it's going to be a homecoming for him. Ruth's in the house. Carol's here. Josh Rakers is Parky in. Yes. Dark Soul Tass. Yes. Danny D's here. Ruth's here. All right. What are we talking about? Let's get into it. And if there's enough people in here, someone's come have their say with the Parkinson stuff, love to have it. I'm going to slow the show down today. Had a couple quick 20-minute hits, but today it's going to be just, let's get into it. Let's talk a little bit more and spend some time together. All right. So obviously we know that there's been some talk about Parkinson. Is he going to be in? Is he going to be out? Is he under pressure? He spent 33 million pounds. We discussed that last couple of days. It's a Parky week, okay? But again, like I said, it's gonna happen. But there was an article in the leader, but it had a bunch of quotes in there too. I think it was just an interview. They'll probably, if it's either out somewhere to watch or listen to, I'm sure it is. But this is it. Parkinson responds to the reports that the club held talks. Now, maybe they did hold talks. We don't know. We can't say for certain. I'm not saying he's Parky out or whatever, but we did hold talks. I did hear that on another podcast they said that, they said he's okay. Fair enough. He's not going anywhere. I don't think he's going anywhere. But there's going to be speculation. There's going to be pressure. So let's get to the quotes here too. Phil Parkinson insists his future at Wrexham manager has not come up for discussion following the difficult start, 1 win in 5 games. I tend to believe that. And also too, he's not going to just succumb and just fall over themselves. I'm like, yeah, okay, great. Okay, great. I did not watch the interview. Yeah, but go watch it. I guess there's one of the other podcasts had it too. So they're going to back the boys. That's what he's saying. Anyways, so Parkinson's quotes. Yes, after the match, there were no discussions after the game. I wasn't aware of that. So it's kind of talking. He said there wasn't discussions. I wasn't aware of that. I believe there probably wasn't discussions. Okay, but we're going to talk about it. It's a news show. And he's come out firing too. What I like about Parkinson, he's a fighter. That's what I really like about him. And his team fights for him. You could tell when we go down, we don't give up, and they're all fighting for the manager. So I don't think that Parkinson's is going to roll over. Good quotes here too. Keep going. We were just frustrated as a staff. So let's unpack this a little bit too. There were no discussions at all after the game. I wasn't aware of that. We were just frustrated as a staff. I had a chat with the players, but it was only a brief one. And we picked up things Monday morning. So you get a loss, you get punched in the mouth, you bleed a little bit, boom, you get back to business. And that's what Parkinson's doing right now. We got a game on Saturday against Norwich. So, they're focusing on that. Were there discussions? He said, I wasn't aware of that. Doesn't sound like it is. It doesn't sound like from Sean Harvey that he is under any pressure. And I tend to believe that at this point right now. And it's also too soon. I told you yesterday, it's like, yeah, we need to win. My patience is going down like this. But that still doesn't mean that I'm like, oh, get rid of the manager. That's not what I want to do. I want the team to do well. I want to score points. We're getting up. I'm going to get points on the board. I want to score. So you think about it that way. Is he under pressure? He's always under pressure. And he talks about it here. He says, to be honest with you, I've had a lot more pressure situations than this. And he has. Remember managing Sunderland, managing Bolton, when no one got paid for 5 months. We were in the championship. And me and Steve Parkin kept Bolton in the division with an embargo. We had absolutely no money to spend. Okay, let's take that in. Parkinson is completely backed here, which is what we wanted for the side. And Rob and Ryan and Williamson and Sean Harvey, all of them, they have backed him. This guy, and I don't want to use this, had his feet to the fire with no money with Sunderland and Bolton, not getting paid and still going to work and trying to perform and keeping them up. That is unbelievable pressure. Would you go to work if you weren't getting paid? If the players weren't getting paid? You probably wouldn't. You probably, if you weren't getting paid, would you show up to work? Maybe if you believed in it. Okay. Maybe if you really believed in it, but they kept Bolton up. Players weren't getting paid and they were still, there's pressure on him. He's used to this. Parkinson is used to this. And what I really want to happen, and this is just how football works, how anything works. They build you up just to tear you down. Okay. We've been built up, back-to-back promotions. They want Parkinson to fail. It sells more papers. It does. It sells more podcasters, sells all the shit. Have you noticed all the podcasters out there talking about Wrexham that never talked about Wrexham before? We've been here 4 fucking years. People have been here longer, but I'm saying it sells. They want the fall of Wrexham and Parkinson and the drama and the telenovelas, all that shit. But Parkinson's a fighter, and that's why he's in post. And I said yesterday on the show, yeah, I'm out of patience. I know they have to gel all the bullshit, but I'm out of patience in regard to I know we're good enough. Parkinson's knows we're good enough. Yes, we have injuries. Yes, there are things that have setbacks. We're getting opportunities. They're just not coming together yet. And that's football sometimes, by the way. That's just sport. That's literally just football. So I love his coming out firing quotes, what he's saying here. I do. I love his coming out firing. And he's saying, hey, to be honest with you, I had a lot more pressure situations than this. He can handle it. Him and Parkin, I'm sure, after that match, sat across from the room when we were talking about the formation change, bringing on all this shit. I'm sure they sat across, like, all right, how the fuck do we do this? What do we do? Let's figure this out. I'll make a reference to film real quick. So producer and I made a film for like no money, Happy Camp, okay? And when you have no money, I'm going to talk about Bolton real quick and related to film. When you have no money and you have to figure out ways to get around just throwing money at a situation, even though, we have money at Bolton, he had to figure out a way to keep Bolton up. But in the film industry, we have no money. You get more creative. You have to figure things out. When you're at big movies, you throw money at it, like Dune and things like that, whatever. You can solve problems very easily. I think that Parkinson right now is in his head. Yes, we have money, but now he needs to figure out that jigsaw puzzle. So I think that he's trying to cleverly figure out a way with the injuries, aka, setbacks. You can't go around it. Find a way to put this squad in the best position, which is why he was talking about maybe a tactical change or a formation change could be coming. He's got to figure out the way to make it work. Now, I related that to the industry, the film industry, because I think when you have limitations, i.e., your goalkeeper goes down, your players pulls a hamstring, all the injuries, all things like that. Players going on international duty. I think that he's trying to fix a way going around rather than just throwing money at it at this point. He can't throw money at it. Parkinson's been here before. I feel like he's coming out firing, and I think this is going to be a good thing. He goes on to say, Steve and I have discussed that quite a lot, as much as the promotions we've had together. It was probably one of our biggest achievements, keeping a team up with no fucking money. How do we win? How do we create something with nothing? With nothing. Players not getting paid. Okay. How do we do that? He said, I've had a lot of challenges along the way. So managing Wrexham like this at a top level, is it pressure? ? No, it's not. It's enjoyable. We've won a large portion of our games, he said. And even in promotion winning seasons, history-making periods in your career as a manager, you still get questions along the journey. Now, everyone, the parky in, parky out, all the shit, he's not untouchable. And he knows that. But he knows he still needs to put points on the board. And what's happening right now, like it or not, 1 win in 5 matches, that's not acceptable. That's not acceptable. He knows that more than any other supporter, anybody, anyone. And he probably feels like, shit, we could be doing better. And he's got it. He's the guy. Him and Parkin are the ones that are going to have to figure it out. And I think they will. And today's Thursday. Saturday will be an important test. It will. It's not a must-win game, but it's an important test. It's an important test. We have players coming back. Windass said that he could have been back in a couple previous games, okay? And he held out. He said he knew the injury. He said he hadn't had on that leg, but he knew the injury. This is an important test. This is a well-established yo-yo team, Norwich, that we're going against on Saturday. It's an important test. Okay, going on. He said it's just inevitable. Talk about the manager and the journey. Every manager is the same. Wrexham supporters aren't unique in football. The world of questioning players or managers, this or that. That's just the way it is, and you have to get on with it. He's not sitting here reading the papers. Parkinson's like, you got to get on with it. He's not sitting here reading the papers, but he's still got to figure it out. I like it. Parkinson is a fighter. He's an absolute fighter. You can see the way he goes about doing his business. Everyone can talk about his championship record. Yeah, not great, but do you just give up? You got to keep moving forward, whatever it is. And I think, having speculation is just part and parcel of how football is, or anything, how things go on. If in any other division, people always have pressure on them no matter what, even if you're winning. Even Pep Guardiola, like even this season, Pep Guardiola, let's take Man City, for example. They have pressure on him too because they didn't win the league last year. They're used to it. They have a ton of money. They're rebuilding a squad, things like that. And he's a serial winner. Yes, he's had money. He's a serial winner. What's up, Aaron? How you doing? And if you buy them, they will come, says Behind Bars. I don't know what that is. In Parky we trust. Okay. Yeah, Ruth says that. Hey, yo, Victor, save Parky. There he is. Save Max. The media in the U.S. is trash, but the U.K. sports media is an absolute dumpster fire. Josh Raker just went absolute 6 to midnight right there. Mike Shane says, got to get Parky time to see if he can adjust to injuries and formation. He has earned that. He has. At January, we will have an answer. Well, I'll tell you this. He's got to figure it out before January, Mike, in my opinion. And let's go. Let me hold that thought. Actually, let me finish it. He has to figure it out by January. Because, and I said this yesterday on the show, he has to figure it out because there will be pressure. Whether or not they'll fire him or sack him. Sorry, sack him, fire him, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Sorry, I'm drinking like, it's been a long week. I'm drinking like an orange thing. I don't even know what this is. I have no, they just gave me something orange. In Mexico, you just drink stuff that's orange. I don't even know what it is. It's just orange. Pressure could still mount, and I don't. Pressure could mount, and I don't think the pressure will help Parkinson out. So, excuse me. Drink the orange stuff, and all of a sudden, you just start coughing. Pressure will mount. Whether, like I said, whether that means he's going to get booted, I don't think so. but I say this with full confidence, is that if we start winning matches, being, we're scoring goals. We have not scored in the game. I say it with confidence in the fact that I think we will figure this out. We have too much talent on the pitch. But to that point about January, he's got to figure it out before that. We can't sit around at September right now. I don't want to continue to talk about what's happening today in the papers and the leader, having him be questioned about like, oh, are you under pressure? The pressure cooker, all that shit. I don't want that conversation. I don't. I don't think it helps the team out. I don't think it helps the club out. I don't think it helps the management team out at all. It just doesn't help us out. Now, we could be in that situation. Things mount over time. I want positive results, but I also am going to be realistic. If we start going down the path of losing matches, pressure will mount. Pressure will mount, and I don't think that helps the team out to get us to where we need to be this year. Okay, I'm going to go back to the quotes here too. He said that Parkinson went on to say, "I look at the 3 promotions. We had people we've had, and people sometimes forget. Sorry, that quote's weird. I look at the 3 promotions we've had, and people sometimes forget that in each of those seasons there was tough periods. Very true. There was a season we got 111 points and lost to Chesterfield early in the season, and everyone written us off. Good Friday, we lost to Halifax, and the world had come to an end. The external noise was quite loud. We battened down the hatches and came through that. You look at League 2 season, Newport defeat was followed by a bad defeat at Salford. The noise then, I imagined, was loud as ever because the performance was poor. Everyone thinks the League 1 season was amazing, and it was, but we lost at home to Stevenage. We lost away to Shrewsbury. Yes, those are shit dog teams right there. And the criticism, he said, I didn't even read it, but I can imagine it was very loud. 2 more right here, quotes. In each season I've been here, every season I've had as a manager, and a lot of successful seasons, you've had times where people question you, question the players, but that's not where everyone sticks together and comes through on the other side, even if it's stronger than ever. We're experienced enough as management team and an ownership group to work together. Now that shows me, again, that he's fighting for it. That shows we've fucking been here before. You want to be Parky in, Parky out? I don't want that conversation, but written them off. Why are people calling me? I'm in a hotel room. Shoot the rehearsal. You got to answer the phone, apparently. Hello? Ah, shoot. Hello? It's for you? Yeah? Yeah. Can I call you back? Can I call back? See. Okay. I'll call you back. Why are they calling me? Live show. Why do they call? Hello? 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 Something about room service? I don't know what's happening here. What was I saying? Parkinson fighting. Yes. Parkinson fighting. He's not gonna dwindle and just fall over and just give up. But to the point what he's saying, he's like, we've been here before, we've done this before. The door's gonna get kicked in, the sky's gonna fall, the sun's not gonna rise, we lose a match. So I'll just say this too. I just don't want it to go away where it starts to get bad press, because it's not going to help us out on the pitch. It will happen. Whoever just said in the chat is like, yes, the press is trash and they're going to do everything they can to tear it down. I don't think Richard Williams will. Like, I think the leader's awesome, but I won't call out some other ones, but they will try to, kind of disrupt us. The bad patches will happen throughout the season. I don't think this is a bad patch. I think this is an unlucky time. The injuries, the game against Southampton. Everybody's just like, oh, Jesus H. Like, what the hell? Guy puts a free kick in, and then we just collapse. So I don't know. Let's just be realistic of what the expectations were going in. Mine are playoffs, and I'm still there. I'm still there with the playoffs. I still think with this squad we can do that. I don't care what anyone else says. Have your opinion, but I still think that we can still make the playoffs. I just don't want to dig us a hole. I really just don't want to dig a hole. We need a refund on Connor Cody and all talk, no action. Sponge Knock, I think that we're blaming Connor Cody, but I think I said yesterday that I think there were things that's going on around him that that might have given it a bad. He's allowed a bad performance. I mean, Christ, everyone's allowed a bad performance. Okay, so I'm going to give him time. Hello, Nick. I'll take my kid to school now and just come back to say hello. Have a good show. We'll meet later today. Good shout. And yes, it was. I think it was. I have no idea what it was. Steve Barton's in the house. How are you? Good to see you, Steve. Guy says, as a soul L, as a, I don't know what that says. Okay, something about FID and the Sean Harvey stuff. Okay. Morning all. What's going on? And Mike Shane, got to give it Parky. Got to give Parky time. The January one. Okay, I'm all over the place too. The phone rings, and then all of a sudden, there you go. Don't they know who you are and what you're due? I don't know. All right, let's move on a little bit too. Sorry that was a little bit scrambled just because of the room service thing coming up, but shoot rehearsal is fun here. Okay, moving on. Windass. So Windass and Thomason will be back, but Windass talked to the leader. Had a pretty good interview, probably 5-6 minute interview. I'm not going to play it here because I only have one screen, but was talking about how he could have been back earlier, but he was basically like Parkinson and him were like, just let's get back to full fitness. I think he's a very key player for us, and I can't wait to get him back on the pitch. Now, having the interview with the leader, do we think he's going to start? I don't think he'll start the match. I would like him to, but I don't think he'll start the match. I think he's one of the key components to making us tick up front and in the middle of the park. He did hit the woodwork. He was playing well with Kiefer Moore. I think our midfield has lacked a little bit since he's gone out, just in regards to controlling the ball, being aggressive. I think Dobson's done very well, but Windass, I think, is a key component. If he can come back, I'd like him to start. If he can give us 60 minutes, I don't know if he'll come back and play 60 minutes. I think Parkinson's not going to risk him on that, even though I think that Parkinson should take a little more an aggressive approach to trying to get points on the board. I don't know how he's going to go against Norwich. I don't know what he'll do. Will he make a tactical formation change? Maybe, but he's got to find a way to get our best players on the pitch, and Windass is one of them. Hola, necesitas de huevos. Yes. Yes, I am in Mexico. But to that point, Windass will play a part this weekend. Not sure when or how much. If he starts, I'll be very happy. I wouldn't be surprised, but I'd also be surprised. So we'll see. I think having him come back is very important. And then he also had an interview with Doyle, Callum Doyle. Yes, this weekend he's going back to his old club, Norwich City, Carroll Road. But he said, he's feeling, he got full 90 in the other day against QPR, which is good. The kid's a stud. He's an absolute stud. So I think that he'll perform well. I think he'll be up for the match. He will start. I think he's a shoo-in starter at all times. His last performance against QPR, I think, was not his greatest passing wise covering, because he was covering Maka. I mean, he was covering for Maka. But he is, for me, an absolute starter in this team. He has a good head on his shoulders, and if you want to pair him with Connor Cody or Hyam, I think they'll be great. I do expect some changes to happen going into this weekend against Norwich City. I'm not sure what they're going to be. I have an idea. I don't think he's going to make a full formation change. Maybe he'll go 4-3-3. I don't know. But I will say this on Thursday, and we're going to have tactical fortitude later on today too. I will say this. I'm not saying this is I think I said it yesterday. I'm not saying this is a must-win game, but we have to go perform, and we have to get some points. I know it's a tough thing to ask after losing to QPR at home, coming back, playing against Norwich at their place. They're a good yo-yo club. But I do think that Parkinson has to go and perform. And I think we have to get points. I don't think we should play for the draw. We got to play on the front and get the win, and put the players out there that the players that we bought to go and have a performance out of there too. So I'm very interested to see the lineup. to see that lineup, what he's going to do. But I'm not saying it's a must-win match, but I must say we must have points. We must take points. Whatever that looks like, 1 or 3 points. We have to take points. That's what I'll say. I'm not saying it's a must-win, but I'm saying we have to take points because I will say this over and over and over again. We cannot build ourselves a hole we cannot get out of. It's a long season. We're just getting started. I don't want more of this shit that happened today about Parkinson, Parkinson out, Parky in. I don't want more of those conversations it could happen. I'm not saying it won't, but I just don't want things to spiral and this whole push and pull of Parky in, Parky out. It's been a Parky week. It's just it is what it is. Steve Barton says I want to see Kabore. He does. That's 1 day and 21 plus hours. Okay, something about the shower. I don't know. Victor's in the house. Ciao. So Victor, does anyone want to come have a chat? I don't know. I mean, Steve Barton, are you around? I'm going to put this in here. And I was going to close the show down, but I want to go a little longer. I miss all of us too. I think it's a good conversation to have. But I put it in the chat. Someone's come in and have their say about the Parkinson situation. I know it is a Thursday at 11:29 wherever I'm in Central Time. I have no idea what's going on. But as you do that, I put it in there. I'll look around to see if there's any other news that's happening here. There's another article here. Parkinson message to Wrexham players about home record. Okay, let's do that one. I'll wait and see. I'll give it a 5 minutes here. See if anyone wants to come in. But Parkinson message to Wrexham players about the home record. What does he say here? I'll read it, but that's the article there. I'm going to pull it down. I'll hop on. Come on, Aaron's going to come in. Yes, Aaron's going to come in. Awesome. Pop in, dude. Okay, Parkinson with the quotes here about to the team. It's funny because prior to the games in Millwall, we worked on what we felt we needed to get to tighten things up on. And I thought we did that well. Okay. I hope it wasn't defense. And then in the home games in particular, we almost got a desperation to go and win games. We were chasing the win at times and coming off at our shape. And we were closing down and making decisions where, as everyone has seen, we got picked off. That doesn't come from a bad place from us. It comes from a team and a club who's used to winning at home. But we got to get educated as a group, and we won games like that from a really strong structure. And we just don't quite have that place at home yet. We have away at Southampton first 60 minutes. The structure was brilliant. The units are tight. There was a very little space for Millwall. It was exactly that at the same time, but at home we got to become too open, and we got to readdress that. So what I'm reading through those lines there, what he's saying is, Aaron, pop in. What I'm reading through those lines, I think he got overconfident. I think Parkinson at home, we got overconfident and got over our skis a little bit, which could happen. He said, we're used to winning, we're used to winning and we got over our skis, which, sometimes that happens. But away form, home form, we're going away again to Carroll Road. So maybe he's going to try to be a little bit more conservative. I hope not. I hope we do get on the front foot. We can get at them. I know Josh Sargent is a really good player, and the other team, they're not going to be afraid of us. I don't think any of the teams are going to be afraid of us. I think that's not this league. That's not what this league is about. I think they want to get a scalp, just like every other league too. But since we have so much buzz behind us, I think that Carroll Road is going to be a banger. Aaron's in the back. What's up, dude? Come on in when you're good. I think he's in his car. Okay.
Yo, what's up? Yeah, I'm on my phone, so I'm not on the app, so you had to pull me in.
Okay. Yeah. You're not on the apps? Hi, buddy.
No, I need to get it on my phone. I just don't have it set up on my phone.
How you doing, Mark?
Here, let me turn my phone. There we go. That's better.
Go 6 to midnight. There you go. Go. He's in his car.
Yeah, I'm on lunch break.
Lunch
chilling.
break.
Yep.
Lunch break. Let's talk football. Good to see you, by the way. I haven't seen you in like a week. Good show last night too. What do you make of this Parky situation? I know you told me to get some words from me in the chat. Back in the private.
I just like winding you up. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't think Parky's going anywhere.
Parky out. You said you Parky out.
No, I definitely didn't say that. Parky's not going anywhere. He's going to need to have a unbelievably bad run a form for them to replace him.
Yeah.
And I mean, as long as he's not, I honestly think, just after hearing what Harvey had to say, I think as long as they're in the division next year, I think they're fine.
Yeah.
I don't think they're worried about it.
What do you think about the pressure though? Like the like he's talking about it,
Oh, there'll be pressure. But you're always gonna get that because we're a club that people like to talk about.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be there. It doesn't matter. That's always gonna be there. But nothing you can do about that. But I don't think from the inside, I don't think they're worried at all. I mean, obviously nobody's happy. Nobody wants to be sitting on 4 points right now. But at the same time, I don't think they're thinking Sack and Parkey is the way to fix that. I don't think that's what they're. I don't think that's on the cards. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm more interested to see what he does this weekend. See if he changes things up a little bit. I don't know if he will.
Yeah, what do you think he's gonna do?
I don't know.
I don't. You think it's a formation change? I
mean, obviously that's not something he does. He's done a lot of. I mean, he did a little bit. I mean, changed formations in mid-season last season.
He went 4-1-1, right?
Yeah, and so maybe he makes a change, but I don't think. I don't know if he will. To be honest, he may just be more about getting the players healthy. This seems like every player we bought's picked up an injury of some sort at some point. It's like we've not been able to see the group, all the guys he brought in together yet. So it's
Yeah. The only guy, touch wood, that's been is O'Brien. He's the one that's not. That's not had. I don't want to say it.
Yeah, I don't know why you said that. I'm blaming you if he gets hurt. It's on you. It's absolutely on you if he gets hurt.
Why? Why? By the way, and if you hear something clicking, it's my dog tags. Just so you know, it's not this. It's my dog tags. Sorry, I can take them off. That's annoying. Nikki D says Cody is slow. Cody, I think it's Connor Cody he's talking about. Is slow, but it's not all on him. They played the back three against Wolves. He had hot quality talent playing on the wings. And we haven't had that on both sides at the same team. I think he's voice speaking. I think what he's saying is like it's not Cody's fault. He played back three. He played in the back three Wolves, and he had some talent on the wings. So And Steve Martin, I think you're right. I mean, anything you put Parkinson or Wrexham in, it's clickbait. It really is. All of these other channels are just like clickbait Wrexham, clickbait Parking. There you go. What do you got? So you guys are doing TAC Fortitude tonight, right? Are you gonna? Are you taking Wrexham side? Or are you taking the other side?
Nope, I'm doing
Norwich. Okay. Should we be scared?
Not scared. I don't know. I worry about this style that they've been playing because we don't match up well against it. So they've been sitting, especially against Coventry, they sat off and just defended. And I think that we play better against teams that want to attack us. You know what I mean? We don't do well when we have the ball. If that makes like we're better if we're the team that's on the counter. And
I agree. We don't do good when we're on the ball because we get the ball wide and they get to sit deep and we lob balls in from left.
We struggle with that. I think.
Too predictable.
So and it's just it's very predictable. But I think if they come at us, and they may because they'll be at home. Because the Coventry game they're away, and so against us at home they may try to hold on to the ball more. And if they do that, I think we'll be all right. They don't scare me. They're giving up a lot of chances too defensively. They're not great.
Well, we do create chances.
We create a ton of chances. Yeah, we're absolutely creating a ton of chances. Just gotta finish them.
We got to finish them. Bill Glossy says if it was 1 win and 4 ties, it would be good, but it's those 3 losses. Oof. Yeah, Bill. I mean, it's there. I get it. And Mike says if you stack them up to 10 games, Parkinson says, and a new coach comes in to to a volatile situation, new philosophy, new strategy, new atmosphere can be bad disruption. If he can fix it, then if he can't fix it, then a change. I mean, he's going to have time. Like he said, it's not. I don't think anything internal. This was my point earlier. Nothing internal is happening from what we can tell. I think it's too soon, obviously, to do that. The external noise will continue to go if it continues to go down. Right. Rumor is that the squad is open reserve for an injured player to be named later. It's what's his name? It's Rathbone, right?
Rathbone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. When he comes back, he'll be in.
Yeah. Because any podcasts or articles that even carry the slightest with the market out, which I just avoid. Well, we're not doing that here. We're just having a conversation, Sealord, as you know. Rathbone is looking favorite. That he'll be in there for sure. And Steve Barton, thank you for the super chat. And now James Spitzer cash out. I like it. You must know this guy. He must be a buddy of yours. He's a new subscriber and a viewer from San Diego, Wales. There you go. Everyone knows. Thank you. Welcome, James. Welcome to the show. And I love the name and I love the enthusiasm there with the double exclamation points. So awesome. What else is top of mind for you? We haven't talked in a bit.
I don't know. Okay, here you go. Get your thoughts since you won't be on Tactical Fortitude tonight.
Yeah.
Who's your starting 11 this weekend?
My starting for the squad right now. Obviously, that's an honest question. Obviously, AO in goal. Kakache's out. Okay. So I'm going to put Longman over there. I'm going to put Doyle. Keeping Cody. Fuck. He's going to play Max, but I'd like to see Hyam. He's going to play Max. On the right, I'd like to see Kabore come in.
Yep.
Middle of the park, I don't think he's going to get rid of Dobson. I think he'll put Dobson in there. And I think he'll start Shafe.
Mm-hmm.
I have a sneaky thought that he might start Windass. And then obviously Keith up front.
Okay.
You like that? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I don't think that's probably far off.
The question mark is, I mean, he can't start Macca. I mean, I know you're going to go through to that, but he just can't.
It's teams are definitely exploiting Macca. I mean, they just are.
Yeah.
If he's on the pitch, they're going after him. So it's definitely starting Macca is like playing a game with one boot off.
Yeah, we're down. I'm sorry, we're just down to 10 men. They're just going to exploit it over and over.
I know that's harsh, and it's funny. We were talking last night, and I said if he could just play as a winger, I think he'd actually do really well.
Yeah,
if he didn't have to come back and defend and just played as a winger, I think he'd be fine. I would play him as a left back if he had coverage in front of him. Let's say he had Longman ahead of him, right, to track back. He could do that and have him as. I mean, that's a 4-4-2 or whatever you want to do. I think he can play 4-3-3. By the way, EAFC comes out tomorrow. Yes. Love it. Awesome. Can't wait for that. Is there a chance Parky would put Hyam in the center half? I think that's more likely than Max. I don't think he's going to drop Hyam. I don't think he's going to drop Max. I think I don't know. He just has. I'm not saying this in negativity to Max. Just has a thing for Max. And he's just going to keep him in the squad. I don't know, but I want experience over anything else. But yeah, what do you? I mean, I don't want to get. I know you're going to get into it tonight. I don't know. I don't see how you bring a guy like Hyam in and not play him. I think you got to get him in somewhere. I think if it was up to me, I think it'd probably be for Cody, just to see what that looks like. See if that makes a change. But does Hyam? I don't know that Hyam's necessarily the type of player that he likes in the middle.
Yeah,
I think he likes. I'm not sure how he is as far as hitting the big diags and the dangerous passes. Cody's got that in his bag. The problem is Cody's just so goddamn slow getting back.
He needs coverage. He needs. Well, it's Manny James. gonna say it's the midfield. It's the midfield.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's why I actually think there's a chance if he changes something formation wise, I could see him going to the double pivot and playing. So maybe you play Sheaf, and you could actually play Sheaf and James together, or you could play Dobson further back with Sheaf or James.
Yeah.
And that way you've got two defensive mids to help cover the back line. It gives you a little more help back there. You give away a little bit going forward, but I think right now what we've seen is
we got enough going forward.
That's where we need the help. We need the help in the back. So I think if you did something like that, and then you could go a little more attacking and play. You could play Broadhead and Windass together if you wanted to, behind Kiefer. Or you make it a little more defensive. You play O'Brien and say O'Brien and Windass, and then maybe later in the game, if you're chasing or you feel like you need a little more attacking impetus, you bring in Broadhead and make it more attacking. You can make it more attacking. There's definitely ways you could play with that box midfield. And honestly, I think he'll do that. I think he'll do something like that.
Brian needs to start. Maybe he needs to find a way to start Brian too. James Cash Out says the lads and Parky will find a way to stay in the league. I don't think we're not in any danger of staying out of the league. I totally agree with you. We all know it's going to be tough. Yep, true. Spoiled at a meteoric jump. I don't know what that means, but a jump. Stay the course, get healthy, go Wrexham. Yeah, we need to get healthy. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's
PC PVFC for life. Port Bell.
Easy for you to say.
Oh my God! Yeah,
I think you've been drinking too much of that orange drink.
I don't know what they just gave me an orange drink.
You can't just go drinking orange drinks, Josh, that you don't know what it is. Especially in Mexico, that could be anything.
I know, but I'm pretty sure these are Lay's chips. I'm going to go out and this looks like a Lay's chip.
Close enough.
Yeah, it's close. Probably have those. There you go. I tell you, too much dancing last night. Too much dancing. 4-2-3-1 says Shaw Bartlett.
4-2-3-1. Yeah, maybe. I just don't think he'll switch to a 4 at the back yet. I don't think it's that desperate. I don't think he'll. I would like it. We actually went through that last night, and I said, I think a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3 actually fits our team really good because we have the right players to do it. I just don't know that he'll. I don't know if he'll make that change yet. I think he'll try some other things with the 3 at the back before he does.
I think he will only make that change 4-2-3-1 if he has to play Macca or choose to play Macca. Steve Martin gifted 5 local pundit Wrexham AFC podcast memberships. Thank you, my guy. I love it. But that's my opinion. But I do like 4-2-3-1. I gets everyone we need on there too. Okay. Well, there goes the watch along. Josh will be dealing with. Oh, jeez.
You gotta check them before you put them up.
I gotta read it first. Oh, Jesus. Moving on. Also, see that room service call? They're like, "Hey,
yes, that was awesome."
Oh my! I couldn't. Did you order room service? Like, no, I don't. What are we talking about? Maybe I did. I have no idea. Jeff Davis says Crunch Point will be the league position come January, the transfer window. Who do you give the checkbook to, Parky or a new guy? I don't think he's going anywhere. And
I don't think he's going anywhere this season unless it's that he'd have to have a really, really bad run, and we'd have to be. If we got to January and we're, 6 points from safety.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a conversation to be had. I don't think the way Harvey talked, I don't think there. If he's anywhere near okay, I just don't think it's something they're even thinking about right now.
Yeah, I think like I said, I don't think the inside pressure is there.
Oh, it'll be loud. Oh, yeah. Don't get me wrong. It'll be talk sport every day. They'll have they'll create a Wrexham talk, and then You know, it'll just be shitting on Parky all day.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will. It'll be. People love it. Yeah, those types will absolutely love if we're doing really bad. So.
Yeah, it sells. It sells.
Yep.
Clicks, whatever.
Yep.
But luckily we don't do that here. Pressure cooker at Wrexham? Question mark. Parking. We don't do that here. Thanks, Chat.
Hey, just so everybody knows, I have nothing to do with what this guy puts on his headlines and stuff. It's all him. That guy right there. It's all him. I'm throwing you straight under the bus with your
that bus is moving real fast. Just bang. Love it. Just boom, boom, just elbowing out of the way. Get out of the way. I love it. Gene says AO doesn't talk or direct people. That's what Cody does. We don't have anyone else in the back to do that. Well, the back, our back, we're creating chances that aren't falling. Our back line is a mess because we're playing basically down a man on the left side. Yep. But that's my opinion. Parky's our man. We back him, says Sean Harvey. Okay. But to Aaron's point, and I hate saying that, but the outside noise will pick up. Do you think that we have to come away with points this weekend? I'm not saying a win.
No.
You think
no.
you don't? Really?
No. If you're away at Norwich, you don't have to come away with a win there.
What are you talking
about? You don't have to.
You don't. Why? I think we have to come with at least
why
result.
Or what?
What are you going to sit here and be like, cool, it's awesome, we're just losing away?
No, it just, you can't, can't win them all. can't win them all.
You are so Parky out. Oh my God, it's crazy.
Dude, no, we're good. No, what are you going to do? If say we lose this weekend, what's that change really? We'd have to, what's the performance look like? If it's a good performance, there you go. If it's a good performance, but we lose, well, it looks better. That's good. Even if it's a shit performance, is it, why? What went into that? Did somebody just have a bad game? Did, what players were in? You know what I mean? Like there's so much could go into it. I don't think we need anything. I think what we need is time for these players to play together and get used to playing with each other. And I think the more they do, the performances will start to pick up.
You think it'll all fall into place? I do too at some point, but I like to see some results. Someone's got a big Hemi there. What was that?
Just a truck next to me. I got people pulling in and out and
yeah.
all that. It's liable to get loud. I probably need to pop off here, but
okay, we'll get us out of here. What time you guys are on? What, a couple hours, right?
I don't know. What time is it? Like 6 hours or something like that.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what.
Or something, maybe 5.5 hours.
It's 11:51 here in Cancun.
Yeah, it's 12:51 here. So I think it was at 6:30. I think you got scheduled for 6:30 my time.
Okay, he's really selling it, everyone. Tactical Fortitude tonight, Aaron.
It'll be awesome.
Yeah,
Victor, I will be in the truck. You won't know it though, because I'll have my back screen up and everything. But
it's crushing it all day.
I'll be killing it. I'll have the boys practicing in front of me.
Nice. So, I'll be watching. I'll be watching, my friend. All right, good to see you.
All
right. See you later, buddy.
Later.
We'll be back tonight. There he goes. Peace. Awesome. Good to have. I haven't talked to Aaron in like a week, which is great. He's totally wrong though on everything he says. Just so you know, just want to point it out. He's totally wrong on everything he says. Don't believe a word he says. Aaron's full of it. I'm kidding. I always watch him. All right. I love Aaron. Okay. I'm growing tired of the Parky out bullshit. We've gotten spoiled. It's going to come if it gets worse, but people are going to do it. Like I said, it's clickbait, Esteban. So, and Parky has earned at least this season, if not next. To the point, back to the original top of the show, Parky came out firing. He's like, hey, we were here before. We heard all the noise. It was really loud. It's going to get louder if things go. But, we got to go fight through this. It's just going to happen. It's just going to happen. He's a fighter. He is a fighter. He's been here before. He's in a pressure cooker. He can do it. I do believe he can do it. If you have a winger style, sometimes that crosses work, but most won't. We need a formation change to bring some pressure up the middle. I agree with you. I think we just need a little bit to not be so predictable, Mike. I agree with that. Sean McGill says Parker will be given time to sort this out. Haim needs to play. Maka only has legs for 15, 20 minutes. True. Can't wait to see the mythical Thomason and get some minutes. Yes, he's a mythical being, the creature of Thomason. We haven't seen him. Maybe we'll see him this week. I don't know. Maybe we'll see him. Ricky says, what's up, Ricky? How you doing, brother? O'Brien and Schaaf as CDMs with Broadhead and Josh Windass would be our best midfield possible. I think that's a good midfield, my friend. Really good midfield. Who you playing at the back, Ricky? And 10 wins by the new year is my prediction. Yes, C. Barton is sticking to his. We're going to get the 10 wins by. He's probably right. I think he might be right. And I would swap him out, but I know I missed that. I just got to the part of the show where Josh answers the phone. You know, when you're on stage, when I was an actor, if the phone rang, right? If you're on stage, you're doing a play, and sometimes things go wrong. Shoot rehearsal, obviously, and you're on stage in front of everybody. If the phone rings, you're supposed to answer the phone, and you're supposed to give it to the other actor on stage. Say hello, and it's for you. That's what you do. Of course, there's no one in the room to do that, but that's what I was thinking. Like, oh, it's for you. So there you go. I don't know what they wanted. They wanted to give me room service that I ordered already. I don't know. But see, Lord, good to have you a part of the show, and good. I'm glad it made you laugh. Nikki D is laughing as well. When Thomason comes in on Saturday and scores 4 goals, we all need to eat our words. Yeah, he said, I just want to see him. I want to know what I'm looking at. The mythical George Thomason. He's not as, he's our new George. He's our new George. We need a new George. We got to see how he does. All right, so let's get it's been a fun show. I'm glad Aaron came in to chat with me. I'm glad you all here in the chat. Chat's been great. And again, going back to the top of it, and what's going on is the noise is going to noise. The press is going to want to come at Parkinson. I like they responded with confidence, saying, "Hey, here's history. This, and this. We were here before. I like what he's doing." Him and Parkin, I'm sure, are literally going across from each other like, "How the fuck do we figure this out? We're going to figure this out. We have the horses to do it. So go and do it." I disagree with Aaron, and that's totally fine. I think we need a result this weekend and a performance. I'm adding a performance on there too. And if we don't, you're right. He's right. I'll give him that one. What's going to happen? He's not going to get fired. But I'd like to see a performance. I'd like to see our new players on the pitch, and I want to see them get a result, whether it be a draw or a win. I don't want a loss, obviously, but I want to go there, and I want to put a performance in, and I want to go. I'd like to win it. I don't know if we can. Norwich are, like I said, a yo-yo team with money. They have great striker up front, top leading goal scorer. We have given up 111 shots on goal so far, which is not great, and we have opportunities to go and score goals too. So let's see. It's going to be a very, very, very intriguing match. There's a lot to unpack. Obviously, I'll be back in LA doing the watch long game day build up, tactical fortitude tonight. We'll do a show tomorrow as well to get you all built up, ready to go. Building up to the big weekend. So let's just stay the course. I know I said yesterday I was a little more bullish in regards to the fact that I'm taking down my patience is closing. That's just because I want us to win. I can't just sit here and just be like, we got our ass kicked again. Awesome. 2 thumbs up. Can't do it. We have too much talent on the pitch. We have too good of a squad, too good of a management team, and too good of an ownership. But it can happen. That's football. I just want us to go out and perform well and get the points on the board and not dig a hole. Anyways, are they going to cut off Thomason's uniform before the match? They might. Yeah, I don't know. It's like what's that scene in oh shit, Never Ending Story with the horse. Jesus. Okay. All right, please smash that like button, subscribe to the Local Pundit if you haven't already. 3,001, share it out. Let's get everyone. Let's get this over 3,000. So I'm just saying it. Then we can go to 5,000. All right. But I'm looking forward to seeing y'all on Tactical Fortitude later on, watching that, and for the weekend for the live watch along. I'm pumped for it. So looking forward to all that stuff. Someone's hitting me up as we go. It's probably more room service. You never know. Thank you for coming in. And on that bombshell, You heard it here first. I'll see y'all soon.